Today is an interesting day, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure if you're new to the channel, y'all hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Damn DPOV, and we are back, baby. We are back. I'm just getting out the shower. I'm about to head out. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make these videos real quick, and then I'm about to go do some stuff in real life. You know what I'm saying? Hit up a happy hour. Just enjoy life. Jeez, you know what I'm saying? So anyway. All right, so this is the guy, allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly. This is the alleged shooter of the Brooklyn subway shooting that happened in New York. Now, before his channel got deleted, right? I made a video earlier today, right? I made a video earlier today that showed that his channel got deleted. This is the video right here, right? So the FBI or whoever, the feds, they are investigating, you know, his channel right now. You know what I mean? Because he has some very disturbing videos on his channel. And one of those videos that I'm going to play is him talking about Hassan Campbell. Now, this guy who is the alleged shooter does not like Hassan Campbell at all. And it sound like, allegedly, I think I snapped. It sound like that this man wanted to rock Hassan Campbell's snap back. Sound like he wanted to turn his TV off. Allegedly, I'm just allegedly, but the aggression, the tone, his demeanor, and knowing that he allegedly did what he did in the subway. Hassan Campbell, you better be happy that you wasn't on that subway, cause it sounded like he was really about that life. So I'm just gonna play the audio. I don't want to play the video because I ain't trying to get my channel clapped. But yeah, I'm gonna play the audio though. So let me fair use. Hold on. Where's my goddamn I don't have it on this one. Where's my radar button? All right, well, let me just play this, all right?
Big video. Got a little more time now. I'm gonna title this video Hassan Campbell and Kitchen Heat. Hassan Campbell and Kitchen Heat. There you go. And yes, it's a play on a term. If you can't stay in the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Well, the thing about Hassan Campbell is that he actually put the heat in the kitchen himself. He put the heat into the kitchen, not realizing he was putting heat into the kitchen, because the kitchen was cool until he started talking. And now the kitchen is staying hot and heating up even more. And I want to talk about that. I think it's important to talk about that because if you're going to go on YouTube, this is a cautionary tale. He's a cautionary tale for anybody's going to go on YouTube. I mean, you can't just say whatever. You can if you truly don't give a fuck about what the consequences are going to be of your words.
Listen to what he's saying. He's telling Hassan Campbell, yo, you gotta be careful what you're saying on the internet, cause you might rub the wrong person the wrong way. And this person is allegedly, you know what I mean? He has admitted that he has mental issues, right? Before his channel got clapped, he has admitted that he has mental issues, that he's dealing with mental problems. So we have a person that is an alleged shooter in the subway incident warning Hassan Campbell, you gotta be careful what you say on the internet.
And now the kitchen is staying hot and heating up even more. And I want to talk about that. I think it's important to talk about that because if you're gonna go on YouTube, this is a cautionary tale. He's a cautionary tale for anybody who's gonna go on YouTube. I mean, you can't just say whatever. You can if you truly don't give a fuck about what the consequences are going to be of your words. How people are going to twist and reshape and reform your words, or rearrange your words to say something else. Because Hassan Campbell has said a lot of shit, a lot of foul and reckless shit since he's been on YouTube. Because his opinion, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I say what the fuck I want to say. Which is cool, I mean, if that's how you really feel, but it's obvious he doesn't really feel like that. He doesn't really feel like that at the end of the day. So he believes he can handle the heat, but it's come to find out that he can't, because the kitchen will not cool off for him. His words are being brought up, words that he said 5 years ago. He's been on YouTube since, I want to say, 17.
So this dude knows that Hassan Campbell been on YouTube for 2017. So he's been around these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? So he's been very aware of Hassan Campbell in his past. You know, 2017, 2022. That's 5 years. So he been on YouTube for 5 years. You know what I mean? Listening to people, listen to Hassan Campbell talking, and he felt some kind of way. So it sounded like he wasn't too happy of Hassan Campbell.
2017, maybe, I'll say. Maybe 18, probably 17.
I'll be right back.
18, 19, 20, about 4 years he's been on YouTube. And he said some things at the very beginning that people are bringing up right here to this day to use against him. And it's pretty powerful shit. I just listened to a video done by Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown is no longer Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a hot topic a couple of weeks ago. Now it's Kwame Brown, the ex-basketball player. And man, he's talking about shit. He's being fed, recordings that Hassan Campbell made on YouTube with him saying some shit. And the most egregious shit he said was about this YouTuber named Coffee and Cook. What's his name? What's the fuck his name again? I can't think of his name, but I know he had a show. He's out of I believe California somewhere.
Where the hell my phone at?
LA, but it might be
can't find my phone.
What's the other place out in LA? The Bay Area, somewhere out there. And I know it's Coffee and Kush is part of the name of his old channel.
He know about Coffee and Kush. He know about Kwame Brown. He know about Coffee and Kush. He know about Kevin Samuels. He probably know about Tommy Sutton. Hey, he was in these YouTube streets. I wonder if he was listening to me.
I don't see him no more. And they had him and Hassan Campbell years ago, about 3 years ago, had a back and forth. They were friends, they fell out. And at some point, this guy on Coffee and Kush said something about Hassan Campbell, that Hassan Campbell came back and said some shit about, raping his children. And he had really young children. He had children that were 2, 3 years. I think his oldest one may have been 11 years old.
Wow, I didn't even know
Hassan
that.
Campbell was on, what if I stick heavy dick?
Oh yeah,
11-year-old son, and
I remember that.
The whole family. Well, some crazy shit like that, and these words are being played back to this day.
I remember that.
And obviously, Kwame Brown, he never heard this before, because he was tripping off it in his latest video.
He's talking about Kwame. Yo, this is crazy, bruh.
And so, man, Hassan Campbell and kitchen heat, man. The heat, he just brings that heat, and it's not going nowhere. And what effect it's going to have on him down the line? Well, it is having an effect on him right now. The whole situation is affecting him to the point where I believe he wants to die. Because he's doing things to expose himself to being killed by people who don't like
Whoa! Fair use.
shit he's saying. To being killed by people. The whole situation is affecting him to the point where I believe he wants to die. Because he's doing things to expose himself to being killed by people who don't like the shit he's saying. And I want to talk about that. So you got to watch what you say on YouTube. I mean, if you say something on YouTube, you got to be ready to deal with the backlash that may come from that shit years down the road.
I don't know. You know, hey, is that a warning shot? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to break this down. I don't know if he's just talking about in general. I don't know if he's talking about that's, you know, I don't know. You know, it's he could be just talking in general, or he could be talking like, hey, Hassan, you better watch. I'm tired of you talking about what you're talking about. I'm about to pull up on you. I don't know. You can go either way with this. I don't know.
Like in his case, you talking about fucking 4 years ago. They're bringing shit up to use against him. But again, he says he doesn't care, but I think that's bullshit. When someone takes your words out of context, at the time he said that shit, he was drunk, he was high, we use that excuse. This guy from Coffee and Kush said some foul shit about his family, or about him and him being molested. I think that's the first time. Actually, I believe that's the first time someone actually uttered the words, or actually made the point that him and Afrika Bambaataa was in a consensual relationship. And what Coffee and Kush was saying was that he should, at that age, which he said he was first molested at age 12, he should have known better. And he was joking about that. The guy from Coffee and Kush was joking about him being molested at 12. That's why Hassan went off, was talking about him. And that's the first time anybody had done that. I don't think anybody had done that before at that time. Now everybody's doing it now. But that was the first time anybody had made that suggestion, that he was in a consensual relationship with Afrika Bambaataa. And so he got drunk. You know, that's what he usually does when he's about to go off. And he went off to the point where we talk about having sex with this guy's children. But even with that, this is, you put yourself out there and you say things, you want to be, you know, a free spirit, whatever the fuck case may be, and, you know, you don't give a fuck, you say what the fuck you want to say and fuck how people feel. Okay, cool. Do that, but you never know how that shit's gonna come back to bite you in the ass in the future. And how you gonna keep hearing that shit over and over again, and having to keep explaining yourself that, no, you didn't mean that, you meant something else. People don't want to hear that shit. When you say you want to fuck children, you saying you want to fuck them, whatever you might as well think about, oh, well, you were just, you know, upset because this guy, you know, was talking about the fact that you know, were having, that was a consensual relationship between you and Afrika Bambaataa, and you knew what you were doing at 12 years old, and shit like that. He was saying shit like that. You know, laughing. The kid from Kush, I can see how that kid from Kush get into the skin. But at the same time, you gotta think about what you say before the fuck you say it. Because now those words are coming back to bite him on his ass over and over and over again. You know, and you have YouTubers out here that you know, have channels dedicated. Like this kid Waxdog, they say and he's a beast. He's a beast at that parody shit. He's a beast at fucking mixing and chopping up, you know, on videotapes and make you look crazy. He's a beast at that shit. There's no doubt about that. And he has a whole channel dedicated to this Hassan Campbell and Hassan Campbell shit. But Hassan Campbell's cautionary tip.
Hold on. Did he just say something about Mr. Skinny? Or hold on.
Anybody's gonna come on YouTube, might as well think about, oh, well, you were just, you know, having to keep explaining yourself that, no, you didn't mean. But even with that, this is, you put yourself out there and you say things, you want to be, you know, a free spirit, whatever the fuck case may be, and, you know, you don't give a fuck, you say what the fuck you want to say and fuck how people feel. Okay, cool. Do that, but you never know how that shit's gonna come back to bite you in the ass in the future. And how you gonna keep hearing that shit over and over again, and having to keep explaining yourself that, no, you didn't mean that, you meant something else. People don't want to hear that shit. When you say you want to fuck children, you saying you want to fuck them, whatever you might as well think about, oh, well, you were just, you know, upset because this guy, you know, was talking about the fact that you know, were having, that was a consensual relationship between you and Afrika Bambaataa, and you knew what you were doing at 12 years old, and shit like that. He was saying shit like that. You know, laughing. The kid from Kush, I can see how that kid from Kush get into the skin. But at the same time, you gotta think about what you say before the fuck you say it. Because now those words are coming back to bite him on his ass over and over and over again. You know, and you have YouTubers out here that you know, have channels dedicated. Like this kid Wax Dog, they say Wax, and he's a beast. He's a beast at that parody shit. He's a beast at fucking mixing and chopping up, you know, on videotapes and make you look crazy. He's a beast at that shit. There's no doubt about that. And he has a whole channel dedicated to this Hassan Campbell and Hassan Campbell shit. But Hassan Campbell's cautionary tale, anybody's gonna come on YouTube to think before you speak. Think about, not can you just deal with what you're saying today or next week, but can you deal with what you're saying years from now? Can you take that heat years from now? At what point are you gonna get tired of explaining yourself? No, you didn't mean that. You meant something. People not gonna want to hear that shit. You didn't mean that you were gonna rape his 12-year-old son. You didn't mean you were gonna stick heavy dick into his 12-year-old son and all the children of his family until everybody, whatever the fuck he said. No, you didn't mean that. You meant something else. Nobody want to hear that shit. And so this is what I want to talk about in this video, and get into a little bit on Hassan Campbell and his mental illness, so to speak.
Okay.
And the crazy shit that he's got going on now.
Maybe I'm tripping. Like I thought I heard Mr. Skinny. I thought I heard Mr. Skinny somewhere.
Because of the size of his platform, he got over 300,000 subscribers already. I mean, there's gonna be some shit, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. Because what's happening is you having older YouTubers that have been engaged with Hassan in the past, have had beef with Hassan. They're feeding, you know, Kwame information, intel, for him to use, because now he has beef with Hassan. So it's crazy, man. It's gonna be some crazy shit popping off. Because Hassan Campbell, that's no sweat out of him, is he'll be quiet for a while. You can talk shit for a while. He'll let you talk, let people talk shit, and then they'll just build and build and build, and then he'll just explode. And it'll all come out in one video. We'll get drunk and start crying and talking about his mother and you know how he missed her, and then you know he didn't want to be alive and all kind of shit, man.
Yo, he's saying this in 2021. This video was recorded in 2021 that I'm playing. So he was predicting the future about Hassan Campbell, because Hassan Campbell recently just came out with a video crying about his mother and stuff.
So be careful if you're gonna get in this YouTube game. Be real. You know what I mean? I know you may find moments you just don't give a fuck, but don't forget those words will come back to haunt you years down the line. Especially if you become popular and people begin to notice you and your name begins to ring bells, so to speak. I mean, if you don't want that shit to be twisted, your words taken out of context and twisted all around, you gotta be careful in what the fuck you're saying. And that's something that Hassan, obviously, you know, that's a lesson he didn't learn, or that, you know, he had no knowledge of, because when he didn't follow, he just came on YouTube out of the blue. You know, he wasn't really into the YouTube life, so to speak. You know, as I've seen many motherfuckers come and go, man, off this YouTube scene. You know, come in and 1 minute they're gone and that's it. You only have a few. There's only a handful that have been around for as long as I have that are really popular, that their names are still ringing bells on the YouTube scene. It's not that many at all, especially in the black sector of YouTube. Now there may be, I'm sure there are others in other areas of YouTube, you know, technology and gaming and shit like that, because that's a real popular and new product review. That shit you can do, that you can make a lot of money in that shit. You know, that product review shit and gaming and things like that, and people have millions upon millions of fucking views, and they make crazy money. This one black kid, he's supposed to be making something like $1 million a month, some crazy shit like that. Yeah, because he's got that many. I mean, he has millions of people that watch his channel, and he reviews, you know, new technology, phones and whatever else is out there. He does all that shit, and he's making money off this shit. So, you know, you could make money in YouTube if you find the right, you know, gimmick. If you find the right area to position your channel on or whatever, you can make some bread. But if you want to get into this battle video shit, be prepared. Be prepared. If you want to start talking shit, be prepared, because it'll come back to fuck you up. And that's something that Hassan is learning the hard way, because he's had to find himself re-explaining, going over the same shit over and over again. Trying to tell people, no, I didn't mean that. I meant something. No, well, people don't see that. All they hear is that you wanted to rape a child. And you're supposed to be a child advocate. What the fuck is that? So anyway, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Let me get back in here and finish up my clothes, because I'm still in the process of drying my shit. Let me get in and take them out the dry folding, because I gotta go to the gym late. I'm going to a late gym. I fucked my shoulder up somehow yesterday. I don't know what I did yesterday. I fucked my shoulder up. That shit is hurting like a motherfucker. But I have to lift no weights doing cardio today, so that's not gonna have no effect on it. So I'm gonna get in here and get my little cardio workout in after I finish these clothes. And then I may do some work and shit. You know, get out here and do some Instacart. See if I can't get a few bucks like that. Got lucky yesterday and I got some cash. I very rarely get this, man. And then, you know, and it's amazing. I went to a fucking mansion the day before yesterday in the fucking rain. This motherfucker was shit had to have at least 15 rooms on that shit. And this I don't know. She might have been the nanny. I think there was the person that owned the dope. It was the nanny that's why, you know. I was gonna say, you know, you would figure they would give me a tip, but now as I think about it, that was a nanny, because she had a baby with her. And she was like she'd been Middle Eastern or some shit, so she made Pippers work. So my first donation Thursday.
Okay, now he just rambling off, but yeah, man, that's crazy, man. So he had another video when he was talking a lot more spicy about Hassan Campbell, but that video got deleted. So in all, man, you got to be careful of what you say on YouTube. You don't know who's watching, you don't know who's looking, you don't know, man. So this right here is a little shocker. To know that you don't know who you're talking to, man. You don't know who you could be offending. You don't know who you could be traumatizing. You know what I mean? Like, you talking about people's dead relatives. You talking about people, elf lupus, elf people with a certain type of disorder. Yeah. All right. If you say those things, you got to be prepared for the consequence. Whatever that consequence is, you got to deal with it. So hopefully people can take this as a lesson learned, man. Watch what you say on YouTube. Not everybody's going to be nice of what you say. Boy, Damn D, POV, signing out.